My good buddy Ron was asking me about proper geometry when playing the guitar. I think one thing you can do is just stand up and maybe use a strap and see how the guitar hangs on your body. You know, it's pretty much, you know, maybe a straight arm. I'm just thinking a straight arm down. You can grab. I have no strap on this thing. I'm kind of rotating it off my hip. It's sort of like on my hip. Maybe just kind of rotate around here. Kind of like doing yoga. I'm just rotating. So, I'm right-handed. This little curve is going to fit my right leg. So, maybe get that curve lined up with your leg. I have students that sometimes come in that have been learning off of the internet, and they're out here. Well, I was looking at the internet and I saw, like, what? They're like, dude, I'll grab the guitar and pull it over here. Okay, and then they'll go, like I say, this fella on the internet. I'm like, dude. We sort of play back and forth. It is fun. I love that game. But the guys are convinced it's out like this. Like, hey. All right, so basically this curve is going to sit on your right leg if you're right-handed. And then, you know, I'm just sitting normally in a chair. My back is up a little bit. Of course, when you practice, I tend to hunch over. I suppose we all could have better posture, but guitar players are often a little bit hunched forward. But if I'm like this, you know, guitar sitting normally, maybe it could angle back a little bit. Maybe just play with the geometry of how it could move. It could also rotate this way or that way. Somewhere in that axis, you're going to find kind of a central spot that feels reasonably normal. I'm going to try to leave my feet flat on the floor here. So let's say I swing around this way. I'll take my picking arm and just drop it over. Maybe just drop it over here and let it hang. Maybe let's just sort of, you know, check your shoulder. I don't really know. I'm not an expert on this. I just play the thing, but just let it hang down. Now, if we grab a pick, we can come up here. I'm going to set my right hand right on the bridge and kind of take the weight of my shoulder, and my palm is going to support my shoulder versus sometimes people try to pick with their whole arm and their shoulder, and it just makes it hurt to look at it. So we don't want your arm doing all this work when you're picking some notes. You just want to take that forearm and shoulder out of the equation, mounting your palm of your hand on maybe this corner of the bridge, and then you can do some picking. So I'm taking the weight of my shoulder and my arm and just putting it into this on the palm of my hand on the bridge. Now the forearm is resting along this angle up here, this little, it's kind of a sharp angle, but it won't hurt you if you just sort of, you know, if you grind into that. It could be a little uncomfortable, but remember, we're kind of coming forward. My elbow seems to be lined up with the back of the guitar. My elbow's not forward or back. It's just kind of straight along here. Hopefully this is helping somebody. And then I'm just going to hold the pick correctly on the side of my index finger on the first bone, not the second bone, not the third bone. You got three bones in your finger. Hold it on the side of your first bone, on the side, not the face, not the face of it, but the side. Okay, I know I said that 4 times, but then your thumb comes in. I try to leave that hole open. Don't squash it. You should be able to see your eye through there. I see it. All right, let these fingers out. So if we do what we did, I just let my arm kind of fall forward there. Let my fingers touch this, which is good because you might need to come down and turn your knob. So have your fingers ready and out. You don't want your fingers bunched into a fist. Keep them out. Keep them loose. I can get any knob, or I can come up here and hit the switch, and I'm back to my playing position. So when you pick, remember, well, I was making a post about how you don't really dig under the string and push out, kind of gets that nasty snap sound. You just want the pick to fall. So I let gravity just kind of let the pick drop from string to string. So I drop from the 6th string, drop it to the 5th string, and rest on the 5th string. Now drop it to the 4th string. I just hit the A string, now but rested on the 4th string. Now pick the D string, drop it down to the 3rd string. Now I'm sitting on the 3rd string, I'll hit that, drop it down to the 2nd string. I stop on the 2nd string and drop it down to the 1st string. Resting on the 1st string, and I'll hit the 1st string. Those are called rest strokes. I wasn't sure what that meant for a long time. I just, you know, there's so many terms floating around, you can't remember everything. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm positive I can do that with my eyes closed. Because my hands are in the right position, I can feel that string. There's no string up there, I don't feel it. I know that feels like the 6th string. I'm positive I'm going to hit the 6th string. You don't need to see it. See, if your arm is sitting here on the side of the guitar, you're not just stabbing at it from outer space. You're like right there. You're feeling it, and you're going to hit the right string at the right time. The guitar's pretty balanced here. I keep bonking my desk. Maybe I need some foam there or something. So the guitar isn't falling down. It's just balancing on my leg. Bring my arm over the top, and then the fretting hand just lifts up to the neck. And my thumb might hang over the top. You know, it's just like, I don't mind the thumb coming over the top a little bit, but when we start thinking about guitar, remember we're going to press down on our fingertips. So kind of have your fingertips lined up, ready to press down. Maybe take your 1st string and play it open. 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret. So I have 4 fingers on 4 frets on the tips. And notice that I didn't do this. I didn't shoot them out away from the neck. I keep them down. Open, 1st fret, 2nd fret, no rush, 3rd fret, take your time, 4th fret, and then reverse it. 4, 3, 2, 1, open. So my right hand's comfortable, my left hand is comfortable. I'm doing some alternate picking where I'm going down, up, down, up. Let's do 2nd string, 3rd string, 4th string, 5th string, 6th string. So just practice. You know, if you can't do that, I'm not yelling at you, but I'm just saying you probably should. Make sure you got 4 fingers that can play 4 frets cleanly and evenly without straining yourself. And if it is straining or some problem, you know, kind of relax, stretch, come back and do it again. But just keep it kind of slow. Don't tense up your left arm, your shoulders, your neck, your head, your legs, any part of your body. Keep it kind of loose. Same with the right hand, nice and loose. You don't need to tense up. That's not going to make you play better. But so if you hold the pick correctly, remember that you don't want a big hunk of the tip hanging out. It's just a small, make that tip small. So practice some 8th notes. Doing down ups, or maybe they're 16ths. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. No stress here. easy. So just try to, you know, see how your motion is. If you're like struggling with that, you probably need to kind of like, whoa, rebuild. You know, if you're really fighting and struggling and punching and hacking at it, which I see every day, you know, people struggling, and that's what we're trying to kind of help out here. So these are just some basic, I don't know, body mechanics or body alignment for basic guitar playing, and maybe we'll do some stuff on strumming if that's helpful. Alright, I guess that's it for this video, so thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. If you could subscribe, that makes me really happy. Thank you.